Hello, welcome to the series of videos on Python programming language. I am Rajendra. In this video, we will study strings. So the plan is first we'll study basic concept of strings, followed by properties of strings, then some operations which can be performed on strings, and a few examples followed by a working program. So what is a string? A string is nothing but an immutable list of characters. It means that once a string has been declared, you cannot modify it. Okay, so it means something like a constant, a string constant, we call in C and C++, string constant. You cannot modify its characters. This is what immutable means. It is indexed by an integer. To access a character of a string, we need to have an index value. So within square brackets, so what is the range? Range is from 0 through length minus 1. Length is number of characters in this string. And unlike other programming languages, Python supports negative indexes as well. So suppose there, as an example, suppose this is a character string or a string called capital A. Okay, so here goes the first character, second character, third character, and fourth character. So length is 4. So index values would be 0. It can be 0 for first character, 1 for second, 2 for third, and 3 for fourth. But at the same time, minus 1 for the last character, that is the fourth one here. Then minus 4 for the first character, minus 3 for the second, and minus 2 for the third. But if you go beyond the range of these two ranges, it will be an error. Okay, now we have a facility of writing single line strings. Now how to write a single line strings? You write your characters within a pair of single quotes or within a pair of double quotes. There are two ways of defining a character string. For multi-line string, you need to write within a pair of triple single quotes or within a pair of triple double quotes. So you can write multiple strings. It will be clear when we execute some example. Now some of the legal operators which are frequently used with the strings are this square brackets, as I told you, for indexing. Plus you can add two strings, concatenate, okay, add assign, then star, this is used to repeat this string, star assign, then less than. So two strings are compared for their ASCII codes. You can compare with greater than symbol. You can test whether the two strings are string variables or strings are identical or not, and here whether they are identical or not. So this is equal to, and this is not equal to. Now let us have some examples. So here what is happening, x equal to this within single quotes I am using A, B, C, D, press enter. It means I am assuming that you have invoked the shell prompt and invoked Python 3 interpreter. So what is this 1? Here it means x is a string of length 4. So first character is capital A, then B, then C, then D. Okay. Now y equal to within double quotes, I am using double quotes here, D, E, F, press enter. So y is a string of length 3. Now here it is interesting. If within double quotes or single quotes, you write capital D, E and press enter without providing the terminating double quote, so it will be an error here because it is supposed to be multi-line. So how to declare a multi-line string? I am using here as an example triple double quotes. So DE, then press enter, no error, followed by, you can say, EF followed by triple double quotes. So what does this mean? Here Z is a string, DE backslash N, because when we press enter key, the new line character is inserted, DE backslash N EF. So if I want to see the output, if I type Z and enter, output would be this. It will show \n. Okay, but if we use print function, so print Z, it will have the effect of new line character. DE would be here, and below this EF would be printed. Okay, so now let me clear it a bit. Now if I want to access the characters, so I'm using the indexing. So x within the square brackets 2, so what should be the result? The A, this is 0, B is at 1, C is at 2. So index value is 2 for capital C. So if I type like this, output would be capital C. Now you can see here again, D has index of -1 as well, C has -2. So if I write like this, output would again be capital C. Now here, if I want to assign something either with capital Z, so assuming that capital Z is some string, or within single quote or double quote, if I write capital Z, it will say error. It is immutable because I am trying to change the value. Though I may be trying to change the value by some character or some integer, you cannot modify the string. Now here plus symbol x plus y, it adds to string. So here you can see x is a b c d, y is d e f. So in this case x plus y would be a b c d d e f. So concatenation of two strings. Okay. Now we'll see some working example in shell prompt for Python 3. So now let's type in few examples. So suppose x equal to, within single quotes I'm writing a b c d. So, and if I want to check the value, I can say okay, x, it has become a string of 4 letters, a b c d. It is a string. Now let me have another this one string using double quotes. So let it be def double quote. Now if I say check y, it has become a string of length 3. Now suppose I want to define a multi-line string, or for example let me first do this like this, de, if I press enter, it says error because I wanted to enter more than one line for a string. It did not accept. So now let me do this, z equal to within triple double quotes, then de, now there is no error, okay, then fg triple. Now if I say z, now you can see it has printed de \n fg because \n is new line character. We just press enter, so it considered it as a single character. See, if I want to check the length of this I will do it. Now let us see, I want to print it, z I have just printed, so it printed \n. Now if I make use of print function itself, then it shows the effect de followed by new line. So its effect is being shown here and then followed by fg. So if I want to check the length of this string z, it still gives me 5 because d is 1, e is 2, f is 3, g is 4, and \n is the 5th character. I mean the 3rd character, but the total count is 5. Now suppose I want to access second character of this string. Now it is C. Now you can see here A, B, C, D. Index of A is 0, index of B is 1, index of C is 2, index of D is 3. So 2 index number of string X, it results in capital C. Now if I say -2, as I told you, the negative indexes are possible. So it again prints -2 because index of D is -4, index of C is -3, index of D is -1, index of C is -2, that of B is -3, and that of A is -4. Now if I say, now we see X is A B C D, Y is D E F. So if I say X plus Y, it does the concatenation. So it adds two strings A B C D followed by D E F. Now if I write like this, X star 2, what does it do? It repeats X 2 times. Now you can see A B C D, A B C D. Now if I want to say Y equal to Y plus some character, maybe capital G. Now let us see what happens. It has accepted. And if I print Y, if I press Y, enter, D, E, F, G. Now you can argue that we have changed the value of a string, entire string. No. So how is it immutable? It is immutable in the sense it is an interpreter. So current value of Y added with capital G, and this variable is lost, you can say. So a new variable is created which is named as Y. So we are not changing the original string, we are extending the current string, and its entirely new string is being created with name Y. So D, E, F, G. I can do this like this also, plus equal to H. Now if I say Y, H has also been, so plus equal to, I can make use of add and assign. Then after this, let me say what was X? X was this, A B C D, D E F G H. Now if I say X less than Y, it says true. Why? Because ASCII codes of the ASCII code of capital A is 65 and ASCII code of capital D is greater than 65. So capital A is 65, capital B is 66, C is 67, D is 68. So A is 65, it is 68. So entire string would be treated as less than. So X is less than Y. So that is why it is printing true. I may like to check whether it is greater than Y or not. So it says false. If I want to check whether they are identical or equal, it will say false. So if I say X not equal to Y, it says true, because X and Y are not equal on the basis of ASCII code. So these are the few operators which we can apply to strings. In next video, we will study slicing and striding. That is all in this video. Thanks for watching.